It's thinking, yes, I got it. I'm live streaming. Why do I have to accept? Hey, I message everybody. If they don't show up and they can't find us, I don't know what to say. All right. Streaming is going. Let me turn the volume down there and I'll keep watch and see if anybody comes up. All right. It's Work It Wednesday. So I am Cassie Bollinger. I am superstar consultant of team hashtag no limit, y'all. We were just kind of talking about like where I came from. And maybe that's where we'll start tonight, because this is kind of a starter up group. I was going to have some like main key points of what you want to learn and how you want to work your business, depending on where you want to be. So I signed up with Scentsy in 2020. Lisa, who on this screen, she's below me, but on my screen, she's beside me. I actually know her husband. I graduated high school with Jeff. I was looking for a Scentsy consultant in April. And through April and May, Lisa kept messaging me over and over about joining the Scentsy thing for $20. And I'm like, no, I didn't want to do it. I'm like, I don't do sales. I don't know how to sell. I need a job, but I need like a real job. Like I need a 8 to 5, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday job. I need money that's consistently there. I need to know what my paycheck's going to be like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I just, all this stuff was just coming out of me. I finally was like, fine. She asked me, and I think I was at my last I was just like at my wit's end. I'm like, I'm just fine. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to tell you right now that if I don't make $10 a month to pay for the website, I'm done. Like I'll give you 3 months because it's free. It is free for 3 months. I'm giving you my last $20 in my checking account. And if it does not pay for my website, I'm done. I'm telling you, I will just cancel. And she's like, that's fine. That is fine. Like we can, like, I'm going to help you. And I was like, okay. And I'm telling you, I will do anything and everything that you tell me to do. Like, I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to do it. And then we're going to see where it goes. And little did Lisa know, like, what she was getting into. If she probably knows now or knew then what she knows now, she probably would have been like, no, keep her $20. No, I'm just kidding. It literally was the first thing she told me is that when you get your box, go live. And I'm like, live on what? Like, what do you mean live? And she's like, go live. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, she's like, no, seriously, like just go live on your Facebook and just show everybody what you're doing and or like what you got. And I'm like, no, I can't go live. Like, what? Oh, like, I don't know how to go live. Like, what is live on Facebook? I've done direct sales before. Like, I was horrible at it. I could sell you some jewelry. I could sell you a whole bunch of stuff because I was selling jewelry. I was not showing it. I was selling it. It was all about sell, sell, sell. You want to buy, this is what you're going to buy. This is how you're going to buy, blah, blah, all the crap. So I was like, I did not want to do the same thing because I knew how I did it before was not working. I seriously sold to myself more than I sold to anybody else because I love the jewelry. I'd never worn jewelry. I'd never been like one of the, like my mom doesn't wear a lot of jewelry. She like wears earrings and her wedding ring. That's it. So I didn't know what jewelry was. I didn't know where to get it. Like I knew you could go to Walmart, but I wanted like good stuff. So anyways, she told me go live. So I seriously took forever to get my $20 kit. That $20 kit came with a mini warmer, 15 testers, 5 catalogs, and I think 1 ream of product sheets. That was it. There was no consultant guide. There was no bag. There was no nothing. Like I didn't even get all the scents. I just got like 15. Okay. But this is what I did before I ever went live. Like seriously, Lisa told me to message everybody. Just let them know you sell Scentsy. And I'm like, that's retarded. Like, why is me messaging them that I sell Scentsy a big, like, why should I have to message them? Can I just post it? Like, I'm just going to post it somewhere. And then that way they just come to me. That way, all I have to do is just answer questions. Why do I have to talk to people? I don't want to talk to people. And she's like, no, you need to message every single person. And I'm like, okay, I told you I was just going to do this and do it however you said, when you said it, like how you did. So I'm going to do that. I went through and messaged every single person in my phone. When I say every single person, I literally went through people I hadn't talked to, people I used to work with. I messaged every single person in my phone. When I was done with my phone, I started messaging every single person on my Facebook friends. I still did not have a group at this time. I had gotten between like, I think at that point it took me about 10 days and I felt like I messaged 1,000 people. But I think if I look back, I probably had maybe about 100 people that I'd already messaged, that I'd gone through my list. And I was messaging them. So I had like $200 in orders about the 27th of May. So my 2-year anniversary was yesterday. So I signed up on the 17th, did not get my kit until 10 days later. So it was like the 27th. So I went live on my Facebook page. And then I decided that I needed a group because I did not want to just be throwing all my stuff out on my Facebook page because I was not going to use my private Facebook page for this business. I didn't want everybody to think that, oh, I'm a crazy Scentsy lady and I'm posting all this stuff all the time. Like that was not going to be me then. Like that was it. Like, so I went through and I created a Facebook page or a group, and I just named it Canada Wax VIP because Lisa had Wise County VIP, and I was like, look, I can just change the name, and that way I look like I'm smart. I invited every single person off of my Facebook. Then I bugged the crap out of my husband and said, you need to invite people. And he's like, I did. And I said, invite more. Like, why are you watching TV? Invite more people. Like I was up his butt to invite people because I'm like, I wanted the biggest group because I don't do anything half-assed. If I'm going to do this, I'm going all in, feet first. Like I don't care. We just going. I invited so many people. I was consistently inviting people. So so when you first start, you have your sensational start. No, you have your shooting star, 15 days, 500. Well, like I said, 10 days in, I had about $200 with orders. And I think my mom was like, oh, sure, I just need this. I'm like, nope, you need a warmer and you need the 3 wax. Wait, let's get you 2 warmers and 6 waxes. And she's like, I don't need that many warmers. I just want 1 and like 1 bar of wax. I said, you're not getting 1 bar. We're doing at least 3 or 6. There's no reason for you not to save money. Now, little did I know how I should have been putting stuff in the system and putting it under people's names individually under a party. So that way I knew what they ordered because, guys, I knew I had the system and I was going to be so perfect at this because, you know, out of my 10 customers, I was perfect, guys. Perfect. Oh, let me show you what 1 year of my perfect did. I did everything on the large note cards. Large. I put their name on there. I put their scent. What the price was, what price they paid me with tax, if it was shipping, if it was doing in the bulk orders, dates, the party I submitted under. It was like awesome sauce. So it's great when you only have this stack. And it's not that bad when you have like these 2 stacks. The problem is trying to get back to every single person in this stack. Like how do you organize that? Because I wanted them alphabetically so that way I could go through and I knew where theirs was at and I didn't have to like go search for them. I just knew, hey, I'm going to go start with A and go down to Z, and then I'll just start again at A and to Z because I knew I had the perfect system because I just knew I was going to rock it. And it lasted for about maybe 3 months before I realized that this system was not working right. So then I came up with a new system because, guys, constantly have to know, you have to change your systems because when you are only dealing with 5 to 10 customers, is a lot different than dealing with 100 to 200 customers. And then it's going to be a lot different when you're dealing with 500 customers. And it's going to be a lot different whenever you're dealing with like 1,000 customers. I mean, you just can't do what you can do for 5 people on what you do for 1,000 unless you make a system. So I'll fast forward to the 29th of the month. No, I take that back. I started on the 17th. So 15 days put me at June 1st. 15 days put me at June 1st was my 15th day. And I had to have my 500 by then. But of course, you're talking from going from May to June. And Lisa said, well, if you get it in like on the 31st of May, then you'll actually get paid on the 10th. And I was like, what? Okay, well, I'm not going to wait till the 1st. I'm going to get everything in this month. And she's like, yeah, just got to make sure you put your orders in by, it's not midnight, it's 2 a.m. because we're central. And I was like, okay, got it. I'm getting these orders. Like I'm messaging all these people. And Lisa can see my numbers. She can't see my orders. She can't see what's in the order. She can't so she just sees my numbers and she's like, yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, you got like 200. Oh, I see. Yeah, you got $200. I don't know why I started going very Northwestern. Y'all, you got y'all. Anyways, like she's like, yeah, you're doing really well. And I'm like, oh, thank you. She doesn't know I have a party open with all these orders. Like, because I'm putting them in the party, I took their money. I just told them that I wasn't submitting until the end of the month. Everybody was okay with that. And I'm like ecstatic. And Lisa's just like, yeah, you're $204. You're active. I mean, this is awesome. You're doing a great job. And I'm like, why is this woman not like screaming from the top of her lungs? I didn't know she couldn't see my party because I hadn't submitted it. Because I'm like, why isn't this woman like, does she not even realize how good I am right now? Like, I'm amazing. And I decided the last day of the month. So I was like, I'm submitting my order. I'm submitting my small little order. And I called Lisa. Now I'm still new, guys. So I'm like 15 days in or 14 days in. So I'm like, woo, hello. I submitted my order, but I don't see it. Like, it's not updated. Like, why isn't my numbers updated? She goes, well, it updates like every hour. So, don't worry about it. If you submitted it, then,
Okay, time out. So you called me at like 11 o'clock at night.
Whoa. We're at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We're at 11 o'clock. Yeah, I submitted.
We're at 11 o'clock. So she's like, I just put it in. I'm like, okay, yay. I'm in bed. This crazy person. Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, she's seriously like, I'm in bed. I was like, you're not still putting orders in? I'm like going, why are you not still working? Because we still have time. Like it looks like we get 2 extra hours because it's 2 a.m. that's shut off, right? And I'm like, she's like, well, I've already put my orders in and I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm like, why are you not excited? I'm like, if this is how this is going to be, then I don't know why I picked Lisa. Like, I honestly am like, why is she not excited? I'm like, fine, whatever. She kind of hung up on me and I was like, I paced. I'm outside and I'm like, I can't believe she didn't care. Like I'm freaking out going like, what? I didn't know she couldn't see, guys. Like, you're seriously going to understand whenever she calls me back at like 12:05 or something like this. And she's like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. I mean, what the hell? And I'm like, what? And she goes, did you really just submit a $1,280 party? I'm like, oh, that little thing. Oh, yeah, I did. So my first month, I'm even going to pull it up because I have it on my little sheet. $1,582 for the month. I already had like 200 and something in there from either random orders online and other, like I was just putting in orders on my website because I didn't I understood that you're supposed to have a party and blah. I was just like, I'm putting this up because I just wanted in, right? $1,582. Lisa and I had this big, like, now she wants to talk. Like, now I'm like ready to go to bed. And she's all like, oh my gosh, why did you tell me? I was like, I told you I had a surprise. And that was the beginning of me telling Lisa, what are you doing? And she's like, what? And I'm like, have you looked at the workstation? She's like, what did you do? And I'm like, yeah, I love to freak Lisa out. I love to wait till the last minute to just bombard her with a whole bunch of stuff because she never knows what kind of crazy crap I'm going to come up with. Because seriously, on the 1st of June, I was asking Lisa, how much money, how much can we sell? Like, is there a cap? Like, what's the most you've ever made? And at this point in her business, she was like, well, I make I sell about 700, there's some really good months. I had a really good month and it was like 13 something. And she goes, man, that month was just kind of crazy. And I was like, I was like, yeah, but I was watching this video. Did you watch this video? Here, let me send you the 95 videos that I just watched today, and you need to watch them and call me back. And Lisa's like, so I don't sit and watch a lot of videos because her ADD does not allow her to sit. Plus, she has a lot of background stuff going on because, you know, there's 95 kids over there too. So it's really hard. I don't know why 95 is sticking in my mind, but 95.
So there's
So,
only 3 kids. However, they
whatever. There's always kids somewhere. So I found this video because I'm trying to train, because Lisa was like, you know, there's videos on YouTube, there's videos on the workstation. I'm like into everything. I am watching nonstop videos, guys. And I saw this video that said if you sold more than 2,000 in 1 month, you get a bonus. And I'm like, oh wait, there's more money, because I knew if I hit 1,000, I would go from an essential to a certified consultant, and I would start getting paid 25% instead of 20. And of course, 5% is 5%. You know, I used to work at a job and I only got 3% raise every year. You know, 3% off of whatever you're making is crap. But a 5% bonus because you sold what you were supposed to sell, I mean, that's awesome. And then I find out that every month you can make 5% more every month. And I'm like, what? Yes, 30% down. I got this. So, and I was like, so do you not do the 2,000? And she's like, well, yeah, I think I saw a video, and I think someone had said at some point. She's like, I've never done it. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do it. And she's like, what do you mean you're going to do it? And I said, I'm going to do 2,000 in a month. And she's like, well, you know, it's okay. And I was like, what? Because you can't do it. You've never done it. She's like, whoa, hold on. What do you mean I can't do it? I'm like, well, you've never done it before and you haven't tried. So what, you want to try with me? She's like, okay, game on. And I'm like, oh, I got someone with competition. Let's go. And seriously, the next month I hit 3,300. I think that month I got Lisa. No, wait, hold on. That was the wrong month. That was this last year. Sorry. No, June was 4,508. $4,508 in PRV. Now I think I beat Lisa that month, because I think in July she beat me at 35 or 3,800 because I got 3,300. Guys, the potential of your income is up to you. It is up to you. You want more money? There are a million different ways to get more money. And all Lisa and I had to do was realize that there's no cap. Like, the only cap that we put on ourselves is what we put on ourselves. If you say, all I'm going to do is get 200 because I want to be active every month, that's your cap. That means you don't push until like, oh yeah, I got a $30 order. And oh yeah, okay, well, I got this and that. And so there's another $50. And that's all you think about till the end of the month. Like, I just had it 200. So how hard are you going to get 200? Guys, I cannot pay my bills off of, what is that? $50 a month, getting 200. Like, that doesn't pay my bills. I wanted more. So I started like seriously pushing for the 4,000 mark. Every month I was trying for 4,000. And the only reason I even capped myself at 4,000 because I wanted to beat the month prior. I was like, as long as I can continue going up, then I know that I can do this business. And my biggest month ever was 4,508. That's my biggest month ever. And I'll tell you what, guys, that was probably one of the best freaking paychecks I had ever had. Because I pushed so hard. And when you start building a team, yes, you get more money, but your PRV, you can control and you can have as much as you want. You got to think about it. Just in my paycheck alone, you know, you're looking at 30%, which I'm not really good on my math. Where did my little, there it goes. Okay, so we're going to say it was 4,500, 30%. $1,350 was my paycheck. $1,350. That's 4,500. That was 1,000.
Did you have any downline?
I'm not there yet.
Oh,
Golly, man, slow your roll. But my paycheck was $1,350 just getting the $4,500 a month. Just getting the $4,500. Like, I control what I do. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Then I got my paycheck. Now, I had it took me forever. Like, it took me 2 months to get my first team. I was like, why is this taking so long? I needed help. I watched video after video after video. I finally found one that clicked with me. So first, I do want to tell you guys, find the people that train you the way that you need to be trained, because there are a lot of people that think I'm way too much to handle. And I am. I'm a lot to handle. It takes a big person to handle this. So if I don't train you the way that you understand or that you get motivated or whatever, then find someone else. There are tons and tons of Scentsy consultants that do videos and do trainings. And if you need something different, or you need something that they train on something else, let me know, because I probably have in my repertoire like 15,000 different consultants that will train on that. But I looked at my paycheck and I realized after having 2 teamies, so I got my first teamie in 1 month and I hit lead. The next month that I had my biggest month, I jumped from lead to superstar consultant. Like that. Like, or no, maybe I went certified to superstar. I think I went, because June I had 4 people. June I had 4 people that signed up. So I went from certified consultant to superstar consultant in 1 month, because I had all these people join. I had one of my biggest months in PRV. So basically my PRV covered almost all the GWV. All they had to do was get active. And I had 3 active because I was pushing each and every one of them to hit their shooting star. So it can happen for anybody. You have to have the mindset that you want this, because if you say, yeah, I want to do this, but I don't have time. I want to do this, but I have other things. Guys, what you want out of life, you will put as a priority. If you want to grow your business and you want higher PRV, I can show you step by step of everything I did. But if you don't want to put in the effort and put in the time, you're not going to do it, and you're going to say it failed. Well, working your business 5 times once a month, or for 5 minutes once a month, is not going to get you what I was doing. I work 7 days a week. I work all year round. I do take time off whenever I have other stuff going on, but I touch my business every single day. And because I touch my business every single day, if I do decide to take a full weekend off, there's enough stuff that I have in place that keeps my business going. So I put in the effort. I schedule posts. So in that VIP group that I had started, I started scheduling posts from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the hour. I tried to change it up, and I have changed a lot of what I've done a little bit. A lot of my stuff that I get from Lisa. I copy, save, copy, print, copy paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And then there's days that I'm like, nope, I'm pushing today this. Like, especially with this new incentive, I was like, I need more warmers and wax. Like, I need just warmers and wax. So I did like almost a whole day of warmers and wax, because I needed to hit it. And FYI, boom, I got brick chew. Yay. So I filled not only my 4 little circles and 1 big one, I filled all of them 100% full. Every single one of them. The only thing I was missing at the end of April, because I wanted it done by the end of April, was my warmers and wax. And I was like $40 off, because I forgot that it's catalog stuff only. I was like, ooh, I'm good. I'm selling. I'm whatever. And I missed the ball. But it's okay. I already got it this month. I'm good, go. So that's why Scentsy does these other incentives in between. So we have so many different things that you can get so much different money with. There are incentives for everything. So your monthly incentive for the extra money is hitting over $2,000. So that is a monthly incentive every single month. You can get that without, so that way you're not leaving any money on the table. So then we have the Scentsy year, which is May 1st to April 30th. So that one is a yearly. There's two things with that one. So that is your annual mentor award and your annual sales award, which, because April finished and I had to call customer service just to guarantee it that I got it, but I got annual sales 2 years in a row. Boop, boop. $2,500 a month minimum. Now, if you have a really good month and it's at 3,000, 4,000, it gives you a little bit of cushion. I mean, you don't have to push as hard, but you need to get yourself up to minimum of 2,500 a month. Again, it fluctuates. So if one month you got 3,000, then you got an extra 500 that you can play with. But that needs to be like a goal if you're wanting to get that, because it's $1,000 in, it's either June or July. They were two different people at customer service who told me two different dates. Last year it was in July because it was right before we left for our incentive trip to Disney. This year they're saying it's going to be at June because they're wanting to make sure we get it before we go to SFR. I don't know. Oh, that's right. No. Was it? No, it was in July because we went to Disney in June. When did we go to Disney? Went to Disney in June because SFR was in July. So I got it before SFR because I actually went to Branson. I didn't go to the SFR. And so that one's so there's two for the yearly, and the other one is the annual mentor award, which is 14 certified consultants that are underneath of you. So aim high. My goal is to consistently get minimum of one signed up every month. Like I have to have one. I talk to 10 new people every month now. I've already talked to my 10 this month. I'm still working on them. And I started this last month. And so I still have my other 10, and I go back and forth and I just ask them to see where they're at. You know, I remind them, hey, you know, this month, because they do have the promotion, there's this promotion going on this month. You know, one of the girls was having a problem with her credit card. Well, I reminded her, she pays me in Venmo, that she could get a Venmo card and use the Venmo card to do her, use it as her bank card for the subscription. So I'm working on that to get that one taken care of. But you honestly need to have, I think Lisa said, what, last week or the week before, that it was 25. I think you said 25 people. So you want to recruit in a year?
You want to recruit that 24, 25 is the magic number in order to get the 14 certified.
Yeah, because you're going to have some people, I'll tell you right now, it's a rule of three. And the reason why I say rule of three is you're going to have one person that exceeds your expectations. You're going to have one person who's going to meet the bare minimum of expectations, and you're going to have another person who doesn't do anything. And the only reason that I can say that is because I have a team of 37, and that's including me. And I have about 10 to 12 on a good month, maybe 15, that are active every single month. So it is a rule of three. And as you start getting more teamies, now look, if you have 3 people, don't expect only one, I mean, like one to do something, one not to do something, and one to do a minimum, because those 3 could be your do nothing. Those 3 could be your amazing, blowing it out of the park type thing. So you have to look at overall at the end. Like these 37 people that I have on my team are not necessarily the same 37 people that, like, what they did this month may not be what they did last month. Sometimes they rotate. Sometimes I have one person this month that got 2,000. Next month, they only get 500 or 400. But then the next month after that, they have their cycles. So it's a rule of thumb of 3. So you have the yearly incentives, or the yearly, Scentsy incentives for Scentsy's New Year, starting on May 1st to April 30th. You have your monthly that you can get more money. Then we have 2 incentive periods. Now they vary because I've been in for 2 years. One was like from January until April. Last time it was, when I first came in, it was ending in May because I came in on the very last bit. And so I wasn't able to get anything for that. This current incentive for this year, it started from January to March. Then we have a January. was it January to the end? Yeah, January to the end of March. Then we have April to the end of June. And then we'll find out the next part. It's probably June to July. I don't know, because we normally start our big one when the new catalog hits. So
We'll find out the next one at SFR.
yes. So in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know. Can I just go to SFR now? Like I would just go stay up at Salt Lake City and just wait until I can get there. So there's constantly stuff to get. Not only do you get paid on all of your sales, so you gotta look at it. So every time that you submit an order, someone submits an order for you, you get commission off of every single one. There's also ways to get other things that Scentsy provides. Scentsy puts out these incentives to help you if you're doing your business. So on these incentives that are currently going right now, it ends at the end of June. So you have, right? Is it the end of May? I gotta look. Maybe it's the end of May. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Brick 2 is the end of May.
Okay. So brick 1 was January, because it didn't tell us till February, but it went from January until March. Then we have April to May, and then we'll have the other one probably June and July. So we'll probably get 2 months. So this is different that they're doing a brick building. So the bad part is if you miss number 1, you can't get the grand prize. But I hit brick number 2, so I get brick 2's prize. So they had prize number 1, prize number 2, prize number 3. If you got all 3, then you got the big mega woo one. I know I'm not going to get that, but it doesn't matter because I hit my brick number 2. So that was my whole thing is I'm focused on what I'm doing right now. I can't, if I stopped and every time and I'm like, I didn't do that, and I just stopped, my business now would not be where it's at today at all. If anytime that it got hard, and trust me, Lisa and I have talked a lot, anytime that it got hard, like hard for sales, hard for this, like, like I can't get anybody to buy. And, like I'm like posting all these things and I'm messaging and everybody's no. Guys, there's a reason why you're getting the no's. We did a whole thing on Go for No's. I did a whole little training that is in this 5150 is Go for No's. And I'll tell you what, when you change your mindset that you want the no's, your entire game changes, because now you're not hung up on them telling you no. You're trying to make sure that they give you a solid no, because there are so many things that you can ask your customer. If it is the first time that they're buying, then you ask them if if they've seen any of our Scentsy stuff, if they are wanting to place an order. They say no, and their excuse normally is going to be, I don't have the money. Rarely, I've only had one person ever cuss me out and tell me never to message them again, and that's okay because I sell to their sister and their mother. So I don't care. She don't gotta buy from me. Not everybody's gonna love me. But I'll tell you what, all my customers love me that actually buy from me. But you ask them if they want to order, they're gonna tell you no, they don't have the money. Not right now. Not right now is not a no, guys. That just means like, well, would there be a better time for me to check back? Okay, they say no right now. Maybe they don't want to tell you that they're broke until payday. I mean, who wants to tell everybody that they're broke till payday? Okay, nobody wants to say that because it's embarrassing to some people. I don't care. I'm broke till Friday because Blake gets paid on Friday night. Means I just get to pay more bills. But when I say broke, I ain't broke. I'm like bills paid broke. So guys, like all bills paid, but I just don't have an extra $300, $400, $500. I have, I got some money in savings, but the savings you don't pull from that. So anyways, I'm squirreling on this. So the Go for No's. So, if they say not right now, just say, well, when would be the best time, or when would you like me to check back? Or do you want me to check back later? Would Friday be a good time? Or you can have them say, well, when would be a good time if you want me to check back? There's ways to word it. Depends on who it is, who the customer is, if you know them, if you love them, if they are like a complete stranger. But your wording needs to be yours. Lisa can give you a whole script. I can give you a script. But guys, if you don't say y'all and you don't like heart emojis, you ain't gonna like what I send you, because it's gonna say y'all. Sometimes I throw in sweetie, depending on who it is, because sometimes I forget people's names, but I worked as a bartender, so everybody's sweetie, honey, darling, dear. Okay, sweetie, honey, darling, dear will work for everybody. Doesn't matter if it's male, female, animal, whatever. It works for everybody, and I get used to that, especially if I'm on the phone, because I will have the ADD brain fart of like, who the hell am I talking to? So, but yes, we can give you scripts all day long. I mean, I could print off pages and pages of scripts. Guys, it's not going to help because every situation and every customer is different. And our job, honestly, this is what our job is. Our job is customer service and to make their life smell amazing. Okay. And you could start with any of your customers of like, you could do probing questions of, hey, do you have anything in your house that you just hate the smell of that you wish you could change? Or you could even say, if there was one thing in your house that you could change the scent on, what would it be? I mean, if they have kids, it's going to be like the couch the kids sit on or the kids' bedrooms. If they got teenagers, you know, that smells like teenage BO and that stuff will knock you out. Or if they have pets, it's like, oh yeah, where the dogs lay at, they're on the couch. I even put sheets on there or blankets. And then whenever they get off, I wash them, but I have to put more on there because they're constantly there. And I don't want the couch to smell bad. We have something for everything. I mean, if there is a situation and they're like, man, I just need my cabinets to smell better. Like they have this stale stench. Guys, Scentsy scent packs. The scent packs are amazing. They have drawers that they put their clothes in. If it smells like it's like, oh yeah, it's my great grandmother's hand-me-down chest of drawers. But it has that moth, that old person smell, and they can't get it out, guys. The sachet bags, the Scentsy, the scent packs are amazing because they smell like whatever you put in there. They have their bathroom. They have like, just think of the different things. And if you are not using our products for yourself, like even if you only are in a bedroom, say that you don't clean their house, you don't clean like the kitchen because you don't go in there. You can, if you don't clean your room, you can use that counter spray on like everything. I use it on my shoes. Guys, we all wear shoes of some sort. Most of them have a rubber bottom. You can clean your shoes and you literally could do a video just cleaning the bottom. The bottom of your shoe. I have these are Croc tennis shoes, guys. Freaking amazing. If you work on your feet all day long, you have to be out someplace forever. I'll tell you what, this is amazing. This whole thing is plastic. Like this is plastic. The insole's plastic. Like it's that rubber plastic stuff. The only thing that's cloth is these shoe strings. I can clean this entire shoe with the counter clean. So if I don't have a house to clean, I don't have a car to clean to show off the products, you can find different ways to show. Because honestly, guys, we're not salesmen. We are showmen. We are showing what we use our Scentsy on. We are showing them that we can have this awesome warmer that matches our decor or matches our interests. So if we're a Harry Potter fan and we have the Harry Potter warmer, if we are an Ariel fan and we got the Little Mermaid, if we like the rustic, like the Western, if we have like my husband's ex-military, and so I love the service and sacrifice warmer, and I show that one all the time. You can show the warmers that you've selected for you. It doesn't have to be something that they want. You can just say, this is why I picked it. This is my decor. Now, when you have multiple rooms in a house and you honestly want to get interaction with your customers, you need like take a picture and say, which warmer would you like, or which warmer looks the best in here? You're going to get people giving you advice. You know what? If you're like, hey, I'm about to put in my bulk order, I have $20 because the party hit 200, so you got $20 in free credits. Guys, I want to get one of the bathroom cleaners. What scent should I try? What scent have you tried and you love? Like, what's your favorite scent out of the counter cleans or the bathroom cleaners? Or what's your favorite car bar? What should I pick? Have them select for you because it gets them interacting. That's not selling to them. You didn't say you need to buy a car bar. They're telling you what scent to get. And they're like, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, I have an extra half price item. And of course, you have to do a lot of stuff in individual. Make sure you read your compliance. But you can offer things to your customers for the different things that they do. I have a monthly drawing in my group. If they post a picture of their products that they either got from me, got from Scentsy, if they picked it up, like however they got new Scentsy stuff, I can put them in for a drawing. You can say drawing. You just cannot say raffle. You cannot charge them. All they have to do is post a picture of Scentsy items. Now, I did not specifically say theirs. I said Scentsy items. If they pulled a picture offline and they posted it in my group, I don't care. Do you know why? Because in the Facebook groups, if they start posting, they like start showing up in everybody else's feed because somebody new started posting. So they think, oh, there's somebody new interested. Maybe we need to let all the other people in this group know that there's somebody new posting. So I can do that. And I do that every month. And then now I'm here lately, I've been actually responding and posting back on theirs and saying, thank you so much. Just FYI, you got another ticket into the drawing. Just to let them know. Because some of them said, I didn't even know that. I said, yes, I posted in my group. I pin it to the top. I tell them every single day. I could go like, seriously, you can tell your customers all day long and you can post about it every single day on the hour for a year. And they're still going to say that they did not see that post. They're just not going to because they didn't see it. They didn't notice it. It wasn't appealing to them. You can use the same information. If I did the same warmer, same text every single time, but I changed the color or I changed the font or I changed the size. Like if I just change something different, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I never saw that before. And I could seriously take screenshots and say, well, she saw this one, this one, this one, this one. That's why you have to change things up. It can be the same picture, change your wording. It can be the same wording, change your picture. If you're always showing the same picture of the air purifier, find a different one. Search on Google. I'll tell you what, Google saves my life. Google saves my life because there's times that I can't always use the picture Lisa uses. And sometimes on my app, it doesn't allow me to copy and paste. I have to screenshot Lisa's pictures and crop it to post it. Well, when I start doing that, then it like changes all my copy and paste crap in my phone. And it's just my phone issue. And it's a whole big thing. Anyways, so I Google that shit. I will Google and just say Scentsy, sweet home. Why am I going blank? Service and sacrifice warmer. That's what I put. Scentsy, whatever the name of the product and what type of product it is. And then I click images. I will tell you, you can find everything. If they say, oh yeah, I had an older warmer and it was named this, but I don't know where it's at. But Scentsy, the name of the warmer that they said, and put warmer and Google it, you might be able to find a picture of it and say, hey, is it this one? They're like, oh my gosh, how'd you find it? And you're like, I Googled that shit. And that way you can find the bulb, you can find so much information. And I do that for a lot. Like seriously, Google is my best friend because I want information now. I don't want to wait. I'm not going to message Lisa and say, hey, how much did you pay for that one warmer like a year ago? I don't remember. I'm going to search for it. I'm going to do it myself because I don't want to have to wait on Lisa. Like, I don't want to have to bother Lisa and be like, I know you're at school. I know you got to run and get this, but I need you to give me a price of something that I purchased a year ago. Like, I'm just going to either go through my workstation or I'm going to Google it. Okay. Because sometimes you don't have the name exactly spelled right. You can't really remember who the customer was. Or me, you just didn't put it under the customer. Everything's under you. So when you pull up you, there's just all these orders. So there's so many different things that you can do for your VIP group. There's so many different things that you can do for, like, if you're wanting more money monthly, if you're wanting to build, then you need to make sure that you do not close your personal party out until it hits 500 and you get someone to take the kit. If you want to know, I so wish I had started doing that and did not get all the abundance of stuff I have in my office. If I had just not closed out those parties to get those stupid rewards, because I wanted all the things, guys. I wanted all the things. I wanted every warmer because they were so amazing. And then I had to have every scent. And it was so amazing. And I have to have the buddies. Like, no matter what, guys, I will always have every single one of the buddies that's Disney. The only one that I have missed, now I kind of kicked myself for, was Black Panther, but it's all right. It'll probably come back at some point somewhere. Who knows? But that's like, you can flip a party. So you can have someone be a host, give them the PRV, have them sign up as a consultant. You can have a party that you just like your catch-all. I have like 6 parties open at all times. I put all of my individual orders that I'm doing, my bulk orders in on one party until it hits 500. Take that one off the workstation. Now I'm working with 5, and people will order randomly on different ones. And then I'm starting to put this one in here. And then once it hits 500, I take it off the website. So now I'm down to 4. Like, I do this all month long. And then my goal is I have to fill each one of these parties with somebody who needs a blessing, because Scentsy has been the best blessing that I have ever had. I do not know where I was going to be. I don't know where I would have been if I hadn't found Scentsy, because I was drinking excessively every day. Some more backstory. I had lost my job before, like, that's the reason why Lisa was sending me messages, because I had posted after I got some wax from her. I posted I needed a job, and she's like, hey, I got an opportunity for you. And I'm like, no. I mean, I said no like 3 times, 4 times. I don't know. It may have been more than that. She just kept asking me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I finally told Blake, I'm like, I'm just going to tell her yes. Like, it's freaking $20. I'm just going to tell her yes. And just think, if I had really told her no again, like, where would I be? Okay. So the last thing I wanted to go over, there is always ways to make money with Scentsy. There are tons of things you can do, monthly, yearly, with the incentives. So sometimes they're 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. They always kind of vary. Guys, there hasn't been an incentive that I haven't gotten something from since I've been in for 2 years. I went to Disney on the first major incentive for the fall. I got 2 tickets. I had to take 4 people. So I got 2 full round trip tickets for 2 people, completely paid. I had to pay for my kids to go, but my husband and I were fully paid for. On the last incentive that was for Alaska going this year, I got my SFR paid. So level 1 was SFR paid for. So when I signed up for SFR and leadership, they were $0 from me, because that's all I earned was just a level 1. Didn't matter. SFR, it's paid for. Like, and I get leadership for free. So that right there is a huge chunk of money that I did not have to spend. There's other ones. I got Scentsy luggage on one of my other incentives. I think I got level 3. So I got money. I got the luggage. I've gotten warmers. Guys, there is so many things that if you just do what you need to do and you're already getting paid on it, they give you bonuses. Like, what other job could you go to that you have to clock in and clock out and you're working for someone else that they're like, you did your job today, we're going to give you a trip to Disney? All of the basics are the same, and you're going to come up with problems, guys. There is not an SSD, which is a superstar director, that is good at every avenue of our business. That you will never find anybody through any company that is good at every single thing. What you do is you find your strength, you hone on it, and then you work on the other ones. And, you know, the biggest thing that you look at is sales is your PRV. And it doesn't mean you be salesy. It just means that whenever you make a sale, that is your PRV. So that's like your number 1. You need to be working on trying to hit that 2,500 every month so you can get annual sales. It's $1,000, guys, an extra $1,000 just for doing your job. The second one is sponsoring. Their sponsoring is when you actually help someone get started with Scentsy. You're sponsoring them. You are like a mentor. You are getting them, they're answering questions like they don't know the answers, guys. So sponsoring is someone that you're bringing in and you are teaching them brand new things and how to work the business. The last one is coaching. You got to think about it, a coach. That means they already know what they're doing. They just need help or motivation or something. So those are like the 3 legs of success, is your PRV, sponsoring, and coaching. And that is the things you have to work on. And again, you're going to be really great at PRV and you may not be good at sponsoring or coaching. You may be really good at some ways to get PRV, but maybe not all of them. Like, there's parties, there's text parties, there's Facebook parties, there's pouch parties, there's scent occasions, scent events, you know, sip and sniffs. There's so many different ways that you can name what a party is. Guys, I don't do parties. I don't like Facebook parties. I will do them in a heartbeat. Someone calls me and says, I want to do a Facebook party. Guys, I got them. I do a 24-hour party. I'm fast, easy, done. I don't mess around. I don't do a week-long party. I don't do a month-long party. And I sure as hell don't do like 2-3 months. Like, I don't know why people do that. the only way I'm going to catch people's attention is I'm going to get in there, get it done, get them to order and get out. It works about 3 out of 4 times. It works amazing to where there's $200 to $300 in every single one of those parties. So if you need help with that, let me know. But the 24, maybe 48-hour party, you just let them know you're going to be doing it and go live. Guys, the more you go live in your group, the more sales you will get. The more live that you do, like the lives showing those products, I'm telling you right now, the bigger your sales are going to be every month. And like Alicia's over here shaking her head. Like for a while, on the months that I was hitting 4,800, 4,300, I was doing lives every day. Now, I'm not saying the lives need to last for 5-6 hours. Like, you can go in there really quick and be like, hey guys, just letting you know that I got boxes that came in, but I'm going to like come in tomorrow and I'm going to show you all this stuff. Like, you could just be like, hey, I'm just checking in, you guys. Did you know that we have something releasing on Sunday or releasing on Monday? Just want to let you know, I got the inside track. I can get it for you. You know, help you out, whatever. You can pop in and just say small things. You can pre-record them. They don't have to be live, but I'm telling you, people want to see your face. They want to hear your voice. And why? Because we nosy. And when we want to get to know somebody, we want to talk to them and hear them because we feel more connected to the people that we see. But they want to see their mannerisms. They want to see the way that they talk. They want to see if they have an accent outside of what they are an actor. People are nosy. I bet at least once, if not twice, maybe not even 3 times, y'all have looked at the stuff behind me. Because you have. Well, that's if you're not staring at yourself and seeing what you look like, because normally that's what everybody does. You just stare at yourself in the Zoom. You got to check your hair, make sure everything's all good. Make sure you don't have weird lighting because someone likes to move their head like this when the light is haloing around them. So, you know, but again, that's the things that I notice is that you guys notice all the stuff around me because you're nosy. You want to see, what do you have? I'm just as guilty because I'll tell you what, when Alicia goes live and I catch on there, I'm like, what's she showing? What's she going to say? How's she going to say it? Did she come up with a quick phrase that was really cute that I can use and I can steal from her? Okay, it's not stealing, it's borrowing. But, you know, like I will watch and go live and I'll be like, hey, and you know, like that way she has someone to shout out. She's like, hey, Cassie, what's up? And I'll be like, oh, I'm good. How you doing? And I try to like have interaction because the more comments that are on your lives, you will get more interaction in your group. So that means when you are going live, you're like, hey guys, just drop me an emoji or say hi whenever you come in. That way I know that you're here and I can shout you out. And when they start showing up on your screen, you're like, hey, Bobby Sue, hey, Susie Lynn, hey, Mikey B. I don't even know. I'm just going to say your name. You shout them out. If they say a comment and they ask a question, you're like, oh my gosh, Sarah Sue, that is so awesome. Yes, your question, and read it so everybody else can see it or hear it. That way, because there is a delay, they know that you are asking or answering their question, and then you answer it. They're gonna be like, what's your website? And you're like, oh, Sassy Cassie, that is awesome. You know what? I have a website. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to post it into the comments. And so I will even tag you so that way you can find it. And then that way you write it down, you make a mental note, because guys, I'll tell you what, a short pencil is better than a long memory because you might be remember to do it right now, but if you get distracted and you have to leave the house and you're going to remember that in 3 hours, write it down that you need to post the link or whatever. Have a notepad by you. So if they ask and say, hey, I want one of those. Hey, I want one of those. Hey, I want one of those. Either that or you're going back through your whole video. So it's up to you. Now, I've many times had to go back through my videos to verify that I got everybody's order. So I've gotten orders from being live. I've gotten orders from stuff I've posted in the interaction. I've gotten orders from messaging people. I've gotten orders on following up. How is everything working? How did you like the scent? Oh, you loved it? Did you know it also comes in another product? Did you know that Johnny Appleseed wax that you have also comes in counter clean? Oh my gosh, just think about your kitchen smelling like apples when you're done cleaning. So that's something to look at, is that you can get sales from anywhere. You can get sales from a stranger on the street, handing them a scent circle, them calling back, or you getting their information and following up with them. You can get a sale walking into a business asking if you could leave a warmer there with some wax and some samples in your business card and follow up with them in a week. And if they collect $200 in orders, then you will randomly pull from any one of those people that ordered, and somebody's going to get a half price item and someone's going to get some $20 credit. Okay. You can get orders, anything that you do, but if you don't do those things, you're not going to get orders. So think outside the box. If you ever need some suggestions, all I got to do is know where, like I have a director and a star director that they don't leave their house. Guys, they do Facebook parties on Zoom. They do Facebook parties and on Facebook Live. They do it in group pages. They do a full hour show with all the products behind them. They don't leave their house. They are constantly following up, asking for referrals, constantly sending out samples. Now, they are money, like we all love our money. Like I do not spend more money than I have a 15% taken out of my paycheck for Scentsy things, 50. So if that's all I have, then that means everything that I spend on Scentsy has to be in that budget. That's everything. That means any of my, that pays for my website, that has to pay for my Scentsy clubs, that has to pay for everything. My scent warmer of the month, like that is the money that gets put back into Scentsy. Like I use all of my Scentsy money on my house except for 15%. So if I have a horrible month, guess what? Not everybody's getting wax samples. They're going to get some scratch and sniffs. And if someone is not buying from you, but always asking for samples, guys, invest in the scratch and sniff stickers. You get 72 scratch and sniff stickers that you can put on a postcard and mail it with a postcard stamp. If they are not buying from you, quit giving them samples. Quit giving them good samples. Save your good samples for your Scentsy Club. Save your good samples for your customers that buy. See, it's because I look over there, I get ADD. But try to be mindful of your money and a certain amounts. And it doesn't have to be goodies. Like if you send someone a postcard, okay, you may, whatever your 5% of, or whatever your amount is, and say that you have $10, then maybe you pick the top PRV this month, or top sponsor. And you got to think about it. A lot of you have small. I have 37 people on my team, but 37 people don't work on my business. Like 37 people don't do stuff every single month. I have never had a month that every single person worked, ever. And you're going to have that. But you can give back to your team in small things. Do not go and buy, if you are not making any money, do not go and buy big gifts. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. A postcard, a text message, a voice call, a video. I mean, you want to acknowledge your people, and there's going to be times that maybe you don't have that 5% to send, but be able to send out Happy Mail, and you just say, you guys are doing awesome. I make sure to at least have a Canva for every single month. It's all different themes, and I create that so I can shout them out. I am horrible at sending out team mail. I'm horrible. Absolutely horrible. I always forget, and not that I forget about my team, but I always forget. So that is one of my things that I'm working on in the next 6 months. But those are just the small things to do. If you need budget cutting, like IPAs, which are income producing activities, let me know. Let me know if you need, like, how is the cheapest way to send something out? There are ways to make things cheaper. There are ways to get sent in their, like, under their nose. I'm gonna give one last tip because I just realized that it's 13 minutes after. So if you have a customer who buys from you all the time and say that they always place the order online, send them a message and let them know, hey, before you order this next time, let me know. I want to make sure I can save you money. And the reason why you want to do this is as you're putting in their order, and they're a really good customer, or let's just say they buy like $100 every month. I'm going to do a good amount, like $100 every single month. Guys, first, if they're always ordering online, you need to set them a party for themselves. Okay, you set the party, you add this as an individual order attached to that party so they can start accumulating rewards. Second, if you are placing orders for your customers that are shipping to your customers, you can always add a tester for $1. Okay, a tester for $1. So that way they get another scent. Like maybe they really wanted to smell it, but you don't have anything in that scent. You can send them a tester. The third thing, if they're a really good customer and they're always bugging you because they want a catalog, add a catalog, the one catalog to them, just ship it to them. They're ordering, it'll come in their order, it'll come in their box. Okay. So that's 3 ways for people that are already ordering, already purchasing and paying for shipping, that you can take care of them and give them a little extra. If you don't want to do a tester, maybe they've never tried a scent circle and they're not sure about it, do a scent circle. Again, if it's in your budget, do not spend your money to make money. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like you don't want to spend money if you're buying them a $50 warmer and you're getting your commission back for it. That doesn't, you're out $50. That commission doesn't matter what it is. So you want to make sure that you are investing correctly for your customers and you are keeping it to a minimum. If you have a customer that's buying $200, $300, $400, $500 every month, you better be telling them that they can sign up and how much commission they are making, because they are giving you the commission. They need to get their own commission. I had a lot of people join with me only because the fact is I told them how much they could have made on that order. And it's hard, guys. The first year, all of my consultants were all of my customers first. And I cried on one of them because Mary Alice, who's not on tonight, and I think her mom's still in the hospital. She was buying like $300 to $400 a month. And I cried when she signed up. I was very happy. I had been trying for a year to get her sign up, but I almost cried because she was ordering so much for me. I was so worried. I'm like, I'm losing all my money. Guys, she has a team of 4. She's doing all the things. This woman is amazing at events. And I was being selfish. I was being selfish and I just wanted the money. I didn't want to give her the blessing. And she needed this because she lost her job. Her mom needs 24-hour care. And now she's able to do 24-hour care, make a paycheck that works around whatever business. She can do it at night. She can do it early in the morning. She can do it whenever. So don't be selfish. Offer this to your customers, even if it's just a reward for what they're ordering from themselves. They do not have to, guys, we're going to have hobbyists. We're going to have the kidnappers. We're going to have the part-timers, the weekenders, the once a week, a month, whatever. You're going to have all different kind of consultants, and you need every single one of them because your business will not grow if it's just you. They will not grow if you expect them all to do more than you are doing. So that's what I got for you guys.